Are you gonna do a live stream on your channel or no?
I don't know.
You can do it if you want. It's just...
Oh, wait, try to aim for your head. Oh. Straight for the dome.
Oh shoot, it didn't go.
Oh yeah, there's like a delay. Oh maybe. I'm waiting for you to do it.
What? Oh, to do my intro? Oh, what the heck? Okay.
What?
I don't know, there's just something right over here. Oh, okay. Okay, people are joining in. Alright. What's going on, gamers? Hotshot Gamer here, welcome. And we are in Fortnite Creative Mode, and I'm here joined with...
Robust. Robust.
Yeah, so basically we decided to do it in Fortnite because, well, it's pretty interesting. We want to make it look very nice. But the reason we're doing this is, well, this is going to be my first time ever doing a movie review, and this is for Bumblebee.
The Bumble.
So basically, me and Robust, we just basically watched Bumblebee just yesterday, and
We saw it at the same time, I feel, because, like, I just got home, and he messaged me, it's just like, I watched it. I'm like, bro, I watched it. We were avoiding freaking Instagram at all costs because I didn't want any spoilers.
Yeah, I returned to Instagram kind of early because there wasn't many posts about Bumblebee, so yeah, I mean, at least that was good. But we just okay, so we're gonna start off first like with the non-spoiler review, and then we're gonna give you like a heads up when we're gonna go into the details. So yeah, so if you guys haven't seen the movie, well, you can stick around for a little bit, but we'll give you the signals to like
For
leave.
obvious reasons. Spoiler.
Thank you. Okay, so let's first start off by saying, well, what did we think of it? Like, you
I
start
give
off.
it a 9 out of 10, actually, not 10 out of 10. Just a few things that bothered me, but overall, I think the movie was freaking amazing compared to, like, the Bayverse. Oh my god, it just had a whole new look.
Yeah, I give that the rating as well, and dude, I just had like a blast. Like, I enjoyed it far more than my experience with last night. I'm not gonna talk
I literally
about.
cried at least
Yeah.
10 times. Because I was just so overly happy. I'm just like, well, when it first started, you know, it just like throws you right in. And I was, oh my god, I was just screaming the whole time. I'm surprised no one told me to shut up.
There were like a lot of I mean there's like a lot of people in my theater. I mean, I would expect it because, you know, it's new and it's released that day. Yeah, and I saw like there was like a bunch of kids there, and you know, it's pretty good. You know, kids are coming in to see Transformers. You know, rather than, you know, seeing like what happened in, you know, Bayverse.
Yeah, I saw a few kids too. Was your thing rated PG? I know it's different.
I think it is PG. I'm not sure.
Yeah, here it's like a lot of stuff. Like the rating here is weird, but it was PG. There is a lot of violence, but not like any blood really. Especially, you know, in certain parts.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into later.
So, what about the action sequences in the movie?
Dude, the action was, oh my god, it was so cool, like between the robots. Oh my god.
It was like very
not
like
what I was expecting.
perfectly like clean. Like, I could tell like who's who, like, because like in the previous Transformers, like you could like we couldn't like tell like what was going on because there was like a lot of robots.
Yeah, there's a lot more action and like different scenes and angles.
Yeah, and the story is very nice as well. Do you really like it?
I don't know if it's supposed to be connected to any like the Bayverse movies, just because of the way it ended, you know.
Yeah, it says that it's actually, I think it's a soft reboot. You know, it has some it is some connection, but as with the
references.
yeah. Alright, so I guess that's our thoughts, but now let's get into the spoilers. So if you guys haven't seen the movie, click out of the video, go watch it, and then you can come back here and see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so Let's start off with the logos, just normal, and the new logo of Allspark Pictures, really interesting.
Yeah,
So,
I saw that. I don't know if that's an actual thing.
I
Actual
guess not.
program.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but time to get to the best part of the opening, Cybertron.
Oh
Dude.
my god, yeah, it threw you right in there. I was not expecting that. I thought they was just gonna do like subtle references and stuff or like back scenes.
Yeah.
But it like threw you right into Cybertron, and there was just so
Yeah.
much going on. That's where like a lot of like it was kind of confusing just because of like, oh my god, what's going on, like, there's so much going on. And then
Yeah.
like that's the part where I was screaming the most because it shows like Optimus in action.
Dude,
And oh my god, it's so beautiful. The G1 designs, all of
Dude,
them.
it's perfect. Dude, I can tell who was there. I saw like Ratchet, I saw RC, I saw Wheeljack, I saw like Braun, I think, and that's his name.
And
And
it's all
Cliff
like
Jumper.
G1 designs. So RC was pink.
Yes. No. And and Ratchet is there as well. The voices are like kind of like trying to get up to G1, and that's what I like about it. And Bumblebee's entrance there, and dude, also when Optimus Prime showed up, you saw like where he just like goes up in the air, like in reference to the old Transformers G1 movie. Dude, that is awesome there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I haven't actually seen the movie yet.
Yeah, I need to go see.
I know all the designs and the old voices.
Yeah.
So like like Shockwave had a lighter voice, and
Oh, yeah.
Soundwave, oh my god, his voice was like dead on, and I was, oh my god.
Dude, the Soundwave, Starscream, and Shockwave, they're like, when they first showed up, I was like, oh, like I was like all hyped up for it. And but what kind of sucks is that I wish Megatron would have been there. That would have been more awesome there.
Yeah, like I was kind of hoping they would, like, just even one scene would have like
Yeah, but
satisfied me, but they didn't do anything.
the director said like he wanted to have Megatron, but since I guess this takes place before the first Transformers movie, like he was like frozen, like he's in like still in Hoover Dam.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and
But that was before they all went to Earth, so it would have made sense if he was there.
and I actually like Bumblebee's like voice, like before he like gets like destroyed. I really do like the voice. I think I prefer it like more than the one from the last night. Just my opinion.
The design?
Yeah, well, that and the voice, like, before it gets destroyed.
Oh yeah. Like I wasn't expecting to have a voice at all, which I don't know why, but it really fit him. It was perfect.
Yeah, it's,
And they had their Cybertronian designs.
yeah,
Except for Optimus, I don't think he changed at all.
yeah. Okay, so, then after that, after seeing that whole epicness thing, the Autobots, Optimus told, the others to, like, to evacuate Cybertron to head over to Earth. Like, I guess, like,
Yeah.
actually give the mission to Bumblebee to, I guess, go check it out and make a base for them. And yeah, and they went off into space, and then the next scene cuts to Earth, which takes place in 1987. Pretty cool.
I like that. A whole
Yeah.
different era.
Yeah.
Think of the word.
Then we cut to the scene with Sector 7, which they have Jack Burns,
Oh,
I think that's his name.
yeah. I forgot about that. Like the
Yeah.
whole Sector 7 crap that they added in there.
Yeah, we just haven't seen them like much since the first Transformers. Oh,
Maggie
yeah.
Simmons was in there.
Actually, he was in it.
Wait, was he?
Yeah, dude, you know that guy that that found like some like Energon signatures and gave it to Agent Burns before Shatter and Dropkick arrived. That guy with that funny Afro hair.
I thought
no,
it
no,
was-
no,
yeah.
well, not the kid, that Sector 7 agents that just told the news to Burns. That was Simmons. So
Oh, there's just a younger version.
Yeah, he's just a young version of.
I didn't even pay attention to that. Wow.
So, yeah. So then, anyway, they were basically having a training course, and the humor in it in the movie is actually very, very fun too. I really do like the humor in it.
Yeah, like there was a lot of serious moments, but most of it was just humor.
Yeah, this one. So yeah, and they were just having a training course until then. Basically the pod that Bumblebee was in it crashed, and that's where Burns and Bumblebee meet. And of course, like everything was all like freaked out, and they just go ahead and like trying to shoot Bumblebee. And while the chase goes, they stopped at a canyon. Until then, Bumblebee tossing like they don't he doesn't mean like to hurt them. He's a good guy. And then of course Jets flies in, and it's Blitzwing. And what do you think of Blitzwing, first of all?
I love his character. He was kind of like Starscream, explodey and like straight to the point. Like,
yeah.
But the thing is, he wasn't there for that long.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, I was satisfied that he died, mainly because he tricked me in believing that I was Starscream. So that's just me, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna do more with that character, because like, in all the scenes that we see in the trailers,
yeah.
if you've seen them, a lot of them had him in it. So I just figured that he was gonna be one of the main villains and be there throughout the movie. So I was just really shocked when Bumblebee like defeated him and he just exploded. I'm just like, wait, he freaking died? What?
I was fine with it, and also I guess we know that.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
I guess like, and what's also different is that how like in Bumblebee's like origin, like in like different Transformers incarnations, like Prime, like Megatron was the one that destroyed his voice box, and but basically this time for Bumblebee, like it was Blitzwing. Blitzwing was the one who destroyed his voice. So yeah, and then after that,
I like that change.
Yeah, and basically, like I guess like his memory was like gonna be like gone, like until. And then, he was about to shut down, and he was able to, like, to scan that Volkswagen Beetle.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
I was like, where is it? What is he gonna...
Yeah. So, and then, of course, after that, it cuts to, Charlie Watson, so we get to, like, know a little bit about her. So, basically, we know that, her father was, unfortunately, he unfortunately passed away due to a heart attack that we learned further on. Yeah, really sad.
Their whole family kind of represents me.
Yeah, same.
I mean, I just didn't really have my father around, and like my brother used to be into kung fu, and my mom's a nurse, so I was just like, bro, this is our family.
Yeah.
I just had a lot of connections to it. It was fine. But I love how much character they put into her. Like, when she was washing her teeth, she just just spitting water out of her mouthwash. I'm just like, bro, that's me. I do that. It's like little subtle stuff like that. Just like made me laugh.
Yeah.
She had a lot of character.
And yeah, and what's interesting is like the place that she works at, like a hot dog on a stick. That place is actually where. It's the same place that's actually in the mall where I live, so it's basically like still there.
Oh my god, really?
I eat there whenever I go to the mall. I just go eat like hot dog on a stick. I just get lemonade and fries. It's the bomb. And just seeing that movie.
I remember seeing a place like that in San Diego.
Yeah. I think I did see that. I think I've been to San Diego once.
Yeah, I went there for something, because we went down to Mexico. But yeah, there was. I just remember there being a carnival thing there. It reminded me of that.
Right. So okay, so I guess like fast forwarding, she basically goes like to I guess a junkyard, just to try to get some stuff to fix like her father's car, the Camaro, I think it's called.
Yeah, I thought before that she worked there. instead of at the carnival.
Yeah.
She got bullied a lot. It was so bad for her.
Dude, I hated those girls, man. Yeah, just like those characters, man.
Punch him in the face.
Yeah. And then, of course, like, well, I guess she was, like, getting the parts, I guess, from the boats. She basically accidentally tripped on one of them, and, of course, at the end, there was a car there that's been, like, now unfolded, and it was Bumblebee. And what's interesting is that the car has, like, a bunch of bees in it, which, very funny, like, just a bunch of bumblebees there. Then of course, like when she checks in the car, like I saw like it's like a reference to the first Transformers where like Sam gets the first car and sees like the Autobot logo and the steering wheel.
Yeah. I noticed that. I noticed right away, or thought about that.
Yeah. So then Charlie sees like the key there and activates it, and then of course I guess it, like almost like activating Bumblebee a little bit, and then it cuts like to outer space, and we see the first time Shatter and Dropkick, where basically I guess they caught a Cliff Jumper. Man, it sucks to see Cliff Jumper die again.
I know. I was just thinking of Transformers Prime, like, well, we didn't last long. Oh my god.
Man, I mean, Shatter and Dropkick, man, they are scary.
They are, but I love their. Oh my god, they're such good villains, and their voices. Holy crap.
Yeah, basically, like, the voice actors there are Angela Bassett, who voices Shatter, and Justin Theroux from that plays Dropkick.
Oh my god, you know everything about this movie.
Yes, I do. I study.
You took the time. Yeah, you took the time to like research.
I mean, while I wait, I research. Angela Bassett. Right. Angela Bassett was like in Mission Impossible Fallout, and she plays as the mother of Black Panther. I forgot the Queen.
Wow.
And Justin Theroux. The thing I know about him is that he voiced Lord Garmadon in the Lego Ninjago movie. I mean, I'm a Ninjago fan, so yeah, obviously.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, basically.
It was probably my favorite.
Yeah. And so basically they were just torturing like Cliff Jumper to see if they could get any information about Optimus, until then they found Shatter found like Bumblebee's signal, and then after that,
like a distress call, because I'm guessing he was trying to reach out to any Autobots or Optimus that he was there.
Yeah. And of course Shatter tells like Dropkick to finish Cliff Jumper, and well, by that he split Cliff Jumper in half. That shocked me.
Yikes.
I don't know what's worse, like, in Transformers Prime, Starscream killing Cliff, but with this, I guess, claws thing, or just him getting like, I guess, sawed in half? I don't know, like.
I don't think it was just a blade. Really.
Oh, yeah, a blade. Yeah. Man, that was, like, scared. And then, of course.
What's really interesting is that, like, what's really interesting is that like a lot of the characters, like the Autobots, they all have like the G1 styles, and then there's I'm not gonna say it's like Bayverse, because it's not, but like just the style of it reminds me of Bayverse. It's like a mixture of G1 and Bayverse styles. So like Shatter and Dropkick had their own styles, nothing like G1.
It said that Shatter was supposed to be inspired by this character in G1 called Nightbird, which is a ninja, and Dropkick is like, I guess his head was designed after a G1 Megatron.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like Dropkick reminded me a lot of the Last Night Barricade.
Yeah, it did. It's because of the color and deep voice.
Yeah, and then of course we cut back to Earth again, and I'm trying to remember, what happened after that? Can you fill that in?
I can't remember.
Okay, we're gonna.
The movie was just moving on so fast, like like scene after scene.
I was almost like,
I know. I was just like, I love this movie. I love this movie.
Okay, so I guess like I remember after that, she basically got some parts, like she went back to the house, tried to fix like the Camaro thing, but she was like, but she wasn't able to do it. Then the next morning it was her birthday, and man, her family's gifts, like, they sucked. Like the Magi.
Oh my god, the dad.
Dude,
He
it
hated
was
him
the.
even more.
I wanted to slap him.
Terrible.
I wanted to slap him in the face just for that.
I would've if I got
Yeah,
hit like that. Like, bro, you know.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't even apologize. He's just, you know, keeps going with it. Like, it's a
The
really
worst.
good book. You should read it, man.
That's the worst gift that.
Just goes through it. I'm
Yeah.
just like sitting there like, "You're fucking kidding me."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then of
At
course.
least her mom's worried about her safety.
Yeah. Then after that, she goes back to the junkyard and offers he tells the old guy if she can get the beetle, she would do anything. But he says he won't because he's gonna give it to her anyway. So.
Yeah, I love that. It was so cute.
Yeah, that's nice.
And my toilets are gorgeous.
Yeah, that was funny. And she was able to fix the beetle, and it surprised the old guy and the other guy. It was very funny. Then of course,
they were acting as though oh, that's not gonna last long.
Yeah, and then bam. And then she goes back to the house, and everything's all good until then. I guess part of Bumblebee fell to the ground. She wants to go investigate it under. Like we seen in the trailers, there's Bee's face activates, and she gets freaked. She freaks out for a moment.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah. And Bee also freaks out because he doesn't remember anything. He has amnesia. So
yeah, his memory core was damaged, so it kind of reversed or something, I guess.
Yeah. And yeah, so basically they were both able to calm down and they were getting to know each other. And that's basically where Charlie gives Bumblebee his name because he sounds like actual Bumblebee. That was cute.
The buzzes that he makes. Oh my gosh, just that whole interaction was so adorable.
Yeah.
The way he acts, just cowering and just scared. Oh, and then she comforted him.
And what's also interesting is that the sound effects for Bee, they were basically the same. Some of them were used for they were the same ones from the previous Transformers, Last Night and all that.
Yeah, I recognize that.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was interesting that. And I'm trying to remember next, but then I guess it cuts to the other side of the world where of course there was this couple where this guy slept with his wife's sister. And then of course he got that new Plymouth GTX. I think that's it's called.
The whole interaction was just kind of dumb.
But it was funny. Then of course I guess that drop. Yeah, the car. He was just I don't want anything to happen to my car. And then Dropkick arrived first, avoiding it, and then Shatter just came in next.
Right
and
on cue.
And she was able to scan that vehicle, so that was interesting. And both muscle cars.
I don't know how she did that so freaking fast.
But both muscle cars, they looked amazing. Then and basically, and what's interesting how I guess Dropkick kills that guy. What's weird is just after he kills him, he just turns into slime. That's just weird to be honest.
I mean, I feel like it's an interesting way to avoid
oh
blood.
yeah, cause
it wasn't him exploding into pieces and blood and crap. It was it was a more PG way, I guess. I like how they did that.
Yeah, it's in the Dark of the Moon, I guess in Chicago, they destroyed the way the Decepticons kill the humans. So after they shoot them, they I guess turn into bones. You see skeletons and yeah, I guess that would make sense because
isn't too bad.
Yeah. So and then what else after what else happened after that? Jeez, I need to get my memories right.
We only watched the movie once, man. If we watched it twice, maybe we could have had more insight.
Oh,
because when you first watch the movie, you're trying to process everything. But then, in the second time you watch it, you already know what's going to happen, so you're able to pay attention to more details and stuff. You better remember the story.
Okay,
so we're just
I think
going off the first viewing here.
Oh, hold on. Give me a sec.
Hey, gone. Oh. Would have been bad if I accidentally destroyed the couches. We built this nice little setup. I tried to find a fireplace, but I couldn't.
Alright, so, okay. So after that whole thing's done, okay, I'm trying to remember, I guess, like, then, uh, Bumblebee was, like, in the garage, like, I guess trying to learn some stuff, I remember, like, watching it, he was, like, I guess watching videos, like, that funny, one with, like, I guess it's that cowboy thing where he just raises his arm, I think.
You know what that's from?
No, I don't.
It's the ending to Breakfast Club. They added a lot of good like references and stuff to movies like from that time and songs. But that was I know that was Breakfast Club.
And so I guess also like they were working on Bumblebee's radio. They first started off with the song of "Take on Me." What's also funny is that
dude, as soon as I heard that, I was so hyped.
Was also interesting as like I was listening to that song on the way to see the movie, and I was surprised to hear that. I was just literally listening
all the time.
Yeah. Then of course, you know, Bumblebee really was jamming into it, and of course, like she put on the other tapes. What was the second song? Oh, I forgot. I don't know what it is, but he just like rejected it.
I know. We know the third one was the Rickroll.
Never gonna give you one.
Right away.
Never gonna let you down. Right Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna let you cry. Never gonna say goodbye.
You know the lyrics.
Yeah. He just automatically just throws out. She just got Rickrolled. That was funny.
We all got Rickrolled.
Yeah, and okay, I guess like trying to remember what I know so far. Then Sector 7 was like they were like at the desert, and you know there was like this doctor, and I gotta say like the doctor was just like, I mean, kind of a little bit stupid to be honest. To like, it's like
I know, but he's just like. He was so curious. I liked his character. He was really interested in like meeting new,
yeah.
Like, well, they called them aliens, obviously, because they're out of this world. Thank you. I'll be here. But yeah, and they wanted to learn more about them, exchange technology. I see face.
God damn it, Pops. Alright, so continue on.
He tried. Oh my god.
So,
and yeah, like the Shatter was quick on tricking them into thinking they were the peacekeepers, which is nice because you know if you think about it, Dropkick is more of the violent type, and
yeah, he just
Shatter is like, you know, the deceptive, so it's like the perfect combination of, you know, what Decepticons are.
Yeah, like Shatter just like you know, like just like to get like in peace with them, like, and Dropkick's just like, wait, what are you doing? It's just
yeah, when she was bowing or kneeling, he's like, this is humiliating.
Yeah.
I love his voice so much. Oh my god, he's literally my favorite character.
Yeah, and of course, you know, he basically, you know, tricks them into like thinking, you know, Bumblebee is the actual enemy, and like Burns was really like suspicious because like he doesn't trust them after, you know, encountering with B, but you know, of course, the doctor, you're like trying to convince them, like, I guess they could be right, and
yeah, because B wasn't attacking them at all. He didn't show any like kind of force.
Yeah. Okay, I haven't like kind of talked too much, so you could talk about next about the movie.
Well, you seem to have more of a memory of what goes on, because I can't remember what happens after that.
Jesus, I don't remember anything either. Okay, but I'm trying to, like, gonna see us apart, but okay, but let's just check out the comments to see if there's, like, anything, if there's, like, any information, like, I'm missing, guys, so just let me know, so.
Yeah, again, we're just going off the first viewing, so we don't know the whole storyline exactly.
So, I
definitely want to watch it again, though.
Yeah.
I think it cuts back to, like, Charlie and, you know, what's the name of that one guy that, you know, her neighbor?
Memo? I think that's his name, Memo.
Memo?
Yeah.
Memo, that's cute. I love him. He's such a nerd. I kind of felt bad because every time he tried to like walk up to her, she was like in a rush, and she did it to him twice.
He actually reminds me a lot of me. So that's basically
Really?
me.
She's like, you're not a nerd. You're not a nerd. Well, you kind of are, but you're. And then what bothered me is that he just walks in. Like, does he not? I thought he was like didn't know her at all, and he just walks into her garage without even like.
And that's
anything.
it.
And then you know he sees what's happening, and she basically like tells him to calm down and like threatens him.
Or like if you tell
like,
anyone that I will
run you over with my car, and he's just like, jeez, man. My brother and I, oh my god, we laughed
like,
so hard. It was so funny.
She just said like, okay, I went too far there or something. I don't know. But yeah, he was able to calm. He was able to calm down. He was able to get to know Bumblebee, and they took a little drive. You know, they were just having fun. She took like his shirt, for a blindfold when they got up, but then the wind just blew his shirt away. And interesting, like he also has a sweater.
I feel like that was one of Charlie's sweaters because it looked really small on him.
Yeah, and of course they, I guess he was using the radio, like putting up some music. She's like every station, and until they arrived, I guess, to this party. I don't know. It kind of reminds me a little bit also from the first Transformers, where like Sam was.
Actually, I think hold on. I think an important thing happened before that. You know how he was messing around with the radio ever since he fixed it, because like he was trying to talk through the radio, and that's like a big thing that that was in the first movie of Baver's series. So like I kind of like how they added that, because it's technically kind of like a prequel. So we learned that. You know, you get that part where he's learning for the first time how to use it.
Yeah, and of course we got to this party where she basically the guy that I forgot to mention, like in the carnival she met up with this guy, and well he was spilled like a bunch of lemonade on him, and of course he met with the bullies there. And he basically recognized her as like, I guess like a high diving champion or something, just to dive into the water. But she was what's also funny is like before that, B was like helping her, like I guess like made her like to do the to volunteer that, and he even put the song of The Touch by Stan Bush.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love how they did that.
That was epic.
I was thinking they were gonna add it in there somewhere. I was like, when? When is it gonna happen?
I even like told my dad, that's The Touch, and I like just how like everyone was just like standing like, what? Like in the movie.
I heard a lot of people like cheer at that point.
Yeah.
In the theater. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Or like not like the people at my theater like cheer. Like again, like what's funny is like all the characters in the movie, they were just like staring at Bumblebee like when he played that song, just like confused. Of course, like she was been like put out to die, but she couldn't, so she went back to the car. Of course, those bullies came back.
I don't know if we mentioned that like her whole like career in diving, she won a bunch of championships. It was a big thing with her dad.
Yeah, B put up the disc, the tape thing. He was able to see that, and Charlie like quickly just like turned it off, or like just took away the tape because she also said that was the last time that she saw her dad. And she hugs B, and
played this song, and then they had like this touching moment.
Yeah. So then I guess back to the bullies, like back to the bullies. Basically what's messed up is that she said like, why doesn't like her dad get her a new vehicle until then? She just did that on purpose. I was like, oh, that's it. Like that's basically, and then of course Memo like convinces her to get revenge, but and what's funny is with the toilet paper. Charlie shows
they went over to the girl's house. I don't know if some of you guys saw one of the previews for, because I did see one Bumblebee preview of him throwing toilet paper. That's it.
And so he just throws the whole thing over. And then then Memo decides like just throw eggs at it. Like the target was just aim it there, and the Bumblebee is just like like grabs all the eggs and just
Oh yeah, her car.
yeah, just smears it all over. I thought that was
Smears
cool.
it on the roof of the car.
And then he was just stepping on it. We were like laughing so hard in the theater.
I was like, oh no, oh no. And it set off the whole like. All the lights were turning on in the house, and we were like, oh my god, everyone was panicking. It's like, "Bee, get over here!" He hides behind the car. It's like, no, we gotta go.
And they ran, and of course, that girl just came out and saw the car.
Face mask and freaking. I was like, oh, sweet revenge.
Yeah, and of course, you know, they were just laughing. They were like driving really fast, and of course, the police, you know. And then there was
oh my god, that whole encounter. It's just crazy.
I thought that would be like barricade, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but you know that in the toy section they had the figures, the barricades in there for some freaking reason. So I thought he was gonna be in there.
Yeah, I thought so too. I think he was supposed to be in it, but I guess like they didn't want to. Even the voice actor confirmed that barricade was in the movie, but I guess they didn't.
Oh. Yeah.
So yeah, the whole chase going on, and yeah, they were managed to escape the police, and you know they just got back home and just saying goodbye. Oh wait, I forgot what happened. Oh wait, I just remember what happened like the next day. I guess like after she got B after her birthday. She woke up and she noticed that the B was gone. It's because her mom took B because the dog was not feeling good. She was like chasing him, and he was just waving from the back, like hi.
Yeah, his trunk came out, transformed into his hand, and he was waving. She had her own moped or whatever before she got the car.
Yeah. So she was able to stop, that. Okay, and that's what I remember now. And okay, what else? Then I guess cuts to where to the superiors, where Dr. Powell, that's his name, the guy, the scientist. He was saying to him I think this is a good way to get them on our side. And what Bert said they're called Decepticons.
Does ever set off any red flags?
Yeah, I was just like, exactly. And of course,
the card where if we don't accept their help or whatever, they're just gonna go to the Russians, which was a big thing that convinced him probably.
Yeah, I think that was a big thing happening over in the 80s, I think.
Yeah, during World War I or II. I don't pay attention to history.
Yeah, me neither. But yeah, I guess they were saying yeah, go ahead, and they got to the base where Shatter and Dropkick, they've been introduced, and they were given to the satellites to locate. And of course Dr. Powell was just saying they were combining that. He was just talking all gibberish until that I guess the general, I think the general was just nope, he doesn't want to hear any more of this. And he just tells Burns after they find the fugitive, you just go automatically and destroy them. And yeah, I'm gonna have to after that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to remember.
They had the same, the Decepticons had the same thought though.
Yeah, so basically I remember then Charlie just goes to work, and Bumblebee was just there in the car. And what's funny, it was just Charlie just gave him a Pop-Tart before she left.
Yeah.
And so then
not much happens at work, I don't think.
Yeah.
And then freaking, oh my god, we had this whole scene of Bumblebee waking up. I think the TV
dog
was on again, but he was still under the sheath.
Yeah, and then the dog was there.
He was having interactions with the dog, and then he came back to the house.
Oh, that's when
god,
also
and
he
shifted his way to get through the door.
That's also he discovers also his battle mask. That's where he first discovers it.
Yeah.
And yeah, again he was just going all over the house. He was just trying to be careful. He first hit the lamp trying to get it steady. He's just bumping all over the furniture. He was touching the soda.
Oh my god, everything was getting destroyed. I was just oh man.
He also turned on the TV. He was almost gonna sit on the dog, but he was able to move out of the way. And the dog's name is Otis. I think that's his name, Otis.
Oh
no, wait. I think no, wait, shoot. I think that the kid's name is Otis. Yeah. Now I remember. Then B was just sat down, and then just for the previous, he just gets destroyed. and
Oh my god.
he goes
I
over
think
to
the best interaction, the coffee thing.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
That's the best one because he moves he takes it out of the plug because I don't even know what he was doing with the coffee pot. And then for some reason he just stuck his finger into the outlet.
Yeah, and that's when, of course, where, like, the Energon, like, basically, like, they were, like, Shatter and Dropkick were able to, like, I guess, in Sector 7 was able to manage to find the readings and, you know, be able to locate him. And, yeah, so they basically just went there. And, of course, that, Memo, like, here's, like, destruction going on, and he calls Charlie there. They both, like, just arrived at the house. And she was, like, freaking out, and Beach was all scared. He just transferred back into a car. And
yeah, just in the middle of the living room.
And back, he was
pissed.
Yeah, he was like in mid transformation, where it was just like his legs just like the full car, and he was just like bagging up, and of course Charlie's mother like came back, and she was like freaking out as well, and of course like broke out to an argument where like Charlie says like she like her mom might have moved on, but she hasn't, and man, that was. Yeah, they were just went out to go get fresh air, trying to relax.
That was actually really sad.
Yeah. They went out to just, you know, get relaxed until then they encountered, then of course Sector 7 came out. They were like trying to get the kids out because they think like B is dangerous, but B just transforms and just like hits the guy that was like holding Charlie, and then your Memo was saying, "Run! Do not run!"
Automatically protected her.
Yeah. He's like Bert's like, "Do not
run!" And then
run!
they jump over the friggin' thing. It's like she ran.
I mean, obviously, so they just like they went to like get to an open field, and then I guess then Shatter and Dropkick came with the other with the jet and helicopter modes. So basically, they were just like
Yeah, like isn't it interesting how they had two different out modes, like how Drift had a helicopter mode and a vehicle mode in Age of Extinction.
But we haven't seen that a lot, you know. But it was good to at least see that in this one. So then after that, they captured Bumblebee. You know, they were electrocuting him, and you know, Charlie unfortunately got like electrified as well, and she woke up. And then of course, Sector 7 was informing her parents about the whole thing. She was like
back in her house.
Yeah. And that's when she realized she wants to go rescue Bumblebee. She basically like asked Memo for his help, until then Otis he was gonna tell on her, but Charlie's just like, I'll tell you a secret if you don't tell Mom where I'm going. And informs that, and Otis wanted to go with them, but she said it was best like if Otis stayed here and to make sure that her mom doesn't know where she is. Then of course. Yeah. Then of course cuts back to like Shatter and Dropkick just like torching B. It's just like, yeah, that was just like.
God, that was so sad.
Yeah, it was meaning.
That's when the doctor realized, you know, like we made a terrible mistake.
Well, actually, before that, like B was like beaten down, and then of course Optimus Prime's message like arrives, and like he actually like says like that B must protect Earth, and before the Decepticons come and destroy it, and that's where the doctor realized. Oh.
Yeah.
And then Shatter and Dropkick just now know that Optimus will be coming here, and they just said like deceptive things, and then Dropkick just finishes the job and like kills Powell, but he was able to tell.
Somehow Charlie and Mabel were able to find them right away.
Yeah. And then after that, he killed Dropkick kills
him for dead.
Yeah. Dropkick kills Powell, and then he just then shoots Bumblebee. And then they both left to go find that tower to like transmit a signal to the Decepticons to bring an army, so they could destroy the Autobots. Then of course the saddest part is you know, they were trying to revive Bumblebee with like the electric guns. Like they were it was like sad for a moment until the bee like
she
comes
tried
back.
like 3 times. It's kind of like basically did the defibrillator, and she kind of gave up after that. And then like right, you know, in the corner screen, you see him get up, and Everyone's rejoicing.
Yeah. And then basically B was able to come back, and what's also interesting is that his memory was also coming back, but Sector 7 arrives, they destroy the door, they captured the kids, and B was trying to try to get her, and until then, you know, they basically captured B, and of course Charlie hits Burns, but then he just drops her then in the ground, and that's where Bumblebee got really, really pissed. Just his hand to the ground and his battle mask.
Yeah, and his memory. I think by then his memory thing got restored.
And his eyes turned red, as well.
Yeah, oh man, that was creepy.
Yeah, that was. Then he was. And it was at this moment that Burns knew he fucked up.
You fucking just hit him across the field.
Yeah. Bumblebee was just destroying everything until then Charlie was able to calm him down, and then of course he informed, since he now knows everything, he remembers his past and everything, he informs her about the tower and able to use the radio now, and
yeah,
so yeah, that was cool. Then Charlie says ask Mama if he's gonna come, but he says that he's gonna stay and try to buy them some time, and a little kiss on the cheek, and he says, and they just laughed. And what's funny is he tried to stop them, but they just just went past him, and he was just screaming.
Are you talking about the parents?
No. He was trying to stop the cars. He was stop.
Oh, that part. Yeah, okay.
That was funny. Yeah. Then of course the chase going on. The chase going on, and of course the parents just arrived. They were Ron. Yeah, Ron was trying to stop them, and yeah, the cool crazy drama thing when they stopped. Those were close calls.
They almost got hit 4 times.
Yeah, and of course Otis is he was just going crazy with his eyes.
I was expecting him to vomit, and all he said was, "That was cool," and then
that was radical. He vomited. And everyone in the theater was ah. We were oh, gross.
I was expecting it though.
Yeah, I was.
He was gonna vomit.
I thought he was gonna pass out. He was just whoa, and he just hits his head on that
radical.
Yeah, just hits his head. But then B arrives, and of course he shuts the tower, and then of course he was having a fight with Dropkick. Those were really good.
That was the most epic battle of the whole movie, I feel. Cause it was long, man. He was really beating him down.
But they were fighting each other. Charlie just sees the thing to try to stop the transmitting. So she goes up the crane, and then after B was fighting him, the craziest thing is he got changed while Dropkick was in the helicopter. He just changed back to robot with all the chains. He's you think that these chains will hold me? And he just pulls back, and then it just goes into pieces.
It explodes.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is that Bumblebee did an attack with his chain.
Yeah.
A chain or whatever. I think he did it twice. I can't remember the first time he did it, but the second time, he did it to Dropkick when he was in his not his vehicle mode, his airplane mode, helicopter. And all I could think of was Scorpion from
Mortal Kombat. Get over here!
And I'm not even joking, my brother and I were just thinking of random memes that I could make when that movie comes out. I'm definitely gonna make some meme videos of that. I have so many ideas.
I was just thinking of that same thing, and yeah, then of course Burns arrives with Burns arrives with the chopper, and he's just trying to destroy Shatter, and until then crashes, and B catches it, and then when Shatter just sees Charlie trying to get rid of it, he tries to destroy her, but Bumblebee was able to manage to save her, and then of course that epic duel with them. Charlie succeeds, and that's basically where Shatter was really, really pissed off, and tries to kill B, but then he just shoots the wall where the water comes in, the huge boat, and just smashes into Shatter.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. And Charlie conquers her fear and just dives, and he got B to wake up. And they made up with Burns, and Burns finally now respects him he fully understands now and like tries to buy them time as well. And what's funny was like Burns just salutes to B and B's just like, yeah, just raises his arm. Like like that. They left and Memo comes in like he was just like too late. And then he just says to Burns, can you call my mom?
I love this character, man. He's so funny. He kind of reminds me of that one guy from Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
Franklin.
I forget his name.
Franklin?
The one that, yeah, the one that screams. He really reminded me of that character.
Yeah. So they basically B and Charlie just like once they like were like at San Francisco, and you know my dad also reminded me that we actually went to San Francisco once. So we stopped by the Golden Gate Bridge.
I've been there once during a cruise.
Yeah, and like B like was saying like if like if she wants to come with them, but she realized that she doesn't because you know she wants to stay with her family, and you know that they have a really nice touching goodbye moment. It's really sad.
That was so sad though.
I wanted to cry. Oh, now I remember one scene. Jeez, I almost forgot. B was in the fourth scene where like B where B like his chest was damaged, and of course like the message comes of Optimus. I just now remember. He just now realizes what happens. Like he saw Optimus jumps down. You know, he was tackling the Decepticons, and Soundwave said, "Ravage, eject," and like the whole fight scene with Ravage, and the Decepticons were surrounding.
Yeah, that was kind of like a flashback.
Yeah. Now I just remembered that. Gosh, I just like now recognize the whole thing now.
There's so many scenes, man.
Yeah, I need to see like the second time. Then of course like after B before he goes like he sees the Camaro, the same one from the first movie, and just scans it, and she said, "No way, you could have been a Camaro."
Oh yeah, and the Camaro happens to be the same style as
yeah.
You know when Sam found Bumblebee.
That's what I said.
Oh yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, and of course you know they just say goodbye.
And then he played the "Don't Forget About Me" song, which is the song that plays at the end of Breakfast Club in that one scene.
Yeah, and of course the G1 Optimus Prime truck.
Oh yes, with the trailer.
And dude, everything.
Oh my god.
Like, dude, like, and yeah, she was able now to get back to her family. She goes like to Memo. You know, they were like, just like Memo tries to hold hands, but she was like, nope, we're not there yet.
I thought that was a weird like subtle ending, but then it kind of like cut to
B
that other scene.
Yeah, B was like in this Camaro mode, like very like kind of like weird, you know. But you know, I was able to like get through that, and Optimus like said, "You did good, protecting your B-127," and of course B says it with the radio. My name is Bumblebee. With the last one was just from Charlie.
So cute.
Yes. And of course, the other Autobots arrived, and Charlie goes back to the garage. She was able to finish that car, and also that song of "Back to Life" by those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically Haley Steinfeld, which plays Charlie. She is also sang that song for the movie, and the Camaro looks very nice. And the end credits, like, dude, I loved it. I loved how I went just like the classic, you know, with the yellow and black. Just really like all that. It was really nice. I was like stayed around for listening to that song, and I stayed like to the end if there's like any other end credits, but there wasn't. So overall, I had a very fun experience.
I would definitely watch it again. It's just,
Definitely.
Oh my god, it was so good.
I just like had a blast.
Blast and a half.
Blast and a half. So, alright, so like before we leave, like let's just check out the comments here. Man, I missed like a lot. So I guess that everyone was saying like some scenes like that happened before like we got to that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know we missed a few.
Shatter got shattered. Oh my god. Where's my...
That's funny. Drop kick got drop kicked. No, that didn't really happen. Maybe during their fight. I don't have that.
Right.
Oh
So, do we recommend you guys go see this? Yes. Definitely.
You
If you
need
guys
to
are
watch
like...
it at least 3 times.
If you guys are also like big G1 fans, then this is basically the movie you should go see.
Yeah, there's a lot of references. Like, I didn't get them all because I didn't really grow up with G1.
Yeah, but at least I was able to at least tell like some able to tell some references from the 80s and also some for the movie, the first Transformers movie made by Michael Bay. And so yeah,
I'm proud of Travis, mate.
Yeah, so let me just
Did a good
wait.
job.
Where is it? Right here. Just applaud to Travis Knight right over there.
Yes, for a good, well-made movie. I hope you'll make more because.
He basically said that, actually, like he said, like it was said like in an interview that after he's done with B, he's gonna go back to his own stop motion company. So yeah. So like now it gets me more hyped to see like any other Transformers movies. Like I want to see like I heard of course like it talks like they might be making the Optimus Prime solo film. So that and of course
I hope they do that.
But the Transformers movie I want to see is the War for Cybertron. I would definitely want to see like a Cybertron movie, just like the war.
Definitely. Always wanted to have like a movie or a series based around just Cybertron instead of Earth, because if you think about it, like there's so many freaking movies and shows where they always end up back on Earth, and I just want to learn more about like the Cyberverse civilization and like all the kind of stuff that they do there and their war.
The thing
like,
with
like wants that.
I mean, the only thing like we got to like to experience like Cybertron was of course in the games. So War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, those were really good games. It was like the best. And
yeah,
of
can you
course,
imagine there's a movie based off of that?
And of course, there's also a new series called it's basically like the like Power of the Primes trilogy, like the Prime Wars trilogy. It's called the War for Cybertron trilogy, which is totally different, and it's not based on the games. It starts off with Siege.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically with that. But yeah, overall, this has got to be like out of all like the Transformers movies I experienced, like the first Transformers movie, like I've got it on DVD. That got me into Transformers. I had a blast. Transformers 2, okay. 3, I had a blast with that. 4 and 5, I have not. No, I just rather not want to talk about those.
Which one is your favorite?
What?
The Baver series?
Number 1. It's either between 1 or 3.
Mine is the second one.
I find that okay.
It's just because like so much happens in that movie, like because Optimus Prime dies and the whole side of with Sam, and then near the end, just everything just ties together. There's a lot of robots.
Yeah. Then after 4, then in 4 and 5, it just things were like not the same. Everything's like totally different, and 4 was just like. Like something new, like it's just totally something different. Like Ratchet died. I'm sad.
Yeah.
Oh wait, where is
I like
it?
that movie though. The 5th one, like I really like it, but they should have put more robots in it.
I hated the 5th one. I hated it. It was
like,
dude. In the theater I was in. I was like already spoiled, so I saw some scenes and like a lot of like TV spots and everything. I was just like bored to death. I was gonna fall asleep. Like whenever I'm in, like, I guess like I could tell what's a bad movie is if I was almost gonna fall asleep.
I've never fallen asleep in theater. My mom does a lot.
Yeah. So I had a blast doing like a movie review. So hopefully I could like do, if you guys want me to do like any other movie reviews like with Robust, or if there are any others, Like, so the next movie I'm gonna go watch now is I don't know when. Oh, what? She's gonna give the rating. What would you give the rating of Bumblebee with the emo?
I can't really pick a number. I'm just gonna keep doing it until I get the number I want.
Win it.
It's gonna take very. Oh, close.
Close? No.
That's not it.
No.
No, not a 0.
Not a
It's
0.
not
Not
letting me do
that.
it.
We said many
not
good
a
things.
3.
No, not a 5.
Alright, just
Wait
hold
for.
on. Hold on. No.
No. We can be here all day.
I
No.
wish you could pick a number though.
Yeah, that
No,
would.
come on. It's like freaking.
Oh, there we
There we
go.
go.
Oh, wait,
9,
where is
there
it?
we go.
Yeah, there we
9 out
go.
of 10.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Finally, just after how many tries? Like 10?
I don't even know, like 15.
Yeah. So yeah. So basically, So basically, for the next movie I'm gonna watch is Aquaman. So I'm gonna see how this goes. But I watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Once Upon a Deadpool. So, but if you guys want me to do like a review of those past movies or just waiting to see for the next one for Aquaman, just let me know in the comments and comment down below if you just want me to do this on my own or have someone to join with me. If
I'm gonna be watching the Spider-Verse one on Christmas Day. So, but I don't know about Aquaman.
So I might I don't know who might join me to I don't know if it's just gonna be on my own or that. But anyway, guys, hope you did it. So yeah, but anyway, hope you did enjoy this my first ever movie review for Bumblebee. And yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later in the next video. So bye.
Yeah.